Okay. Oh, there it goes. All right, let's get going, shall we? So I'm going to down to Big Turkey School. She's going to practice. If I understood it right. She's going to sing. All right, anyway, I got a few other chores to do, but let's get going. I reset the trip. Yay. Let's see how it goes. All right, so what have we learned? So Kyle Carner from Out of Spec, he was in China and he stopped in a Tesla showroom to see a Tesla Model Y L. And what I find interesting is, there's several things I find interesting, but the thing is, so it has that third row, and Kyle's 6'1", right? He sat in there and he said, well, my hair touches the ceiling. Okay. So is it really tall? No, it's not, but he was able to set it up where he was somewhat comfortable in the very back or third row. Okay. And that's based upon him setting a position in the first row and the second row, and then he's in the third row behind those two positions. Now, is it something you're going to want to do a lot? No. Is it a Suburban or an R1S type thing? No. But for somebody who needs a little extra space every once in a while, yes, it's good. Or if you have kids, right? And by kids, I mean they're not teenagers yet. Whatever, peace and harmony. I don't know, it sounded like to make it in the US market, it needs some refinement. So he was talking about how the hatch lift comes to a point, a sharp corner. Yes, I have run into, I think it's on my Model Y. Anyway, I've run into the hatch lid while it was open. Yeah, that kind of stung for a little bit. But it was rounded edges. Not that I hit it on the rounded edge, I hit it flat. But anyway. The fact that he sat in it and felt somewhat comfortable is very exciting to me. But I get some of you are like, well, there's like 3 of us and I need a 3-row SUV like a Suburban. Why? Why do you need that much space? Right? I mean, some of you have reasons, right? Like my daughter would tell me that her husband helps some people get to church on Sunday. Okay? So there's a need for it, and it's a pretty constant need. It's once a week or twice a week, but when it's there, it's there. And it's often enough where you can say like, well, you know, I'm flying into Yellowstone, I'll rent a Suburban for a couple of days. You know, that's a trip. You're going somewhere, and you're going to have to rent a car anyway. So it must be something big enough to handle stuff. Although you pay more for that, right? Anyway, peace and harmony. No, I'm not saying I'm about to get one, and just like, at the moment, I don't see how I can get there. Although, if we ever get into this robotaxi thing, where we put our cars into the fleet, I could see wanting to have at least one Model YL, just for those situations where you need it. As long as it's being paid for by all the people who want to ride, it's good for me. Okay. So speaking of robotaxi and such things, oh my goodness. 5,000. So, it's a Tech Tesla? The guy up in Chicago. Anyway, he famously has a Model 3 that runs hardware 3. So he's talking about what he heard in the earnings call and some research that he did that he had a feeling. So he's kind of sort of excited about the talk about there'll be some kind of path to upgrade hardware 3 cars. And I would tend to agree with him. I wanted to hear the whole story before I commit to it. But he was suggesting he did some research and he came back with a price somewhere between $1,500 and $3,000 at the uppermost to re-equip your car with AI4. And I guess presumably with that extra memory thing that they're doing in the new AI4, which was also discussed. The fact that there's this new AI4 with extra memory. Green light. Okay. I mean, if it's a reasonable price, I don't mind paying for it. That means my Model Y can be put to work sooner. Right at the moment, I'm just thinking like, okay, the Model 3, he can go do work. The Model Y, I'll just use whatever old version of FSD to get around. But if I can put an equivalent of AI4 into that car, then all of a sudden he can make money. And that's pretty exciting. Whoa. He's braking because this guy is showing him the speed. Oh, it says 45. And you're doing 35? I don't think there's an issue there. Anyway, that's kind of what. So there was 2 paths that have been discussed. One path is setting up these little factories. It's a work line where people do all this work and get it up to spec. Okay, so it's not just the chipset; it's also the cameras. And John's thinking was, well, it may require some additional wiring work and that kind of stuff. Yes, you have a point there. I don't know, until they announce it, all we're doing is guessing. Okay? Okay. All of a sudden, it's just over 40. The speed limit hadn't changed. Anyway, it's pretty exciting to have a feeling for a path forward. And to hear Elon quite clearly say, yes, we kind of made a mistake, and we're finding that AI4 can do it, but even AI4 needs some additional memory help. But I'm not sure where that leaves me with this car. It's AI4, but it doesn't have the extra memory thing that they did. But one would presume that they could come back and do some small minor update. I sure hope so. Anyway, that's the exciting part of parts of what I've seen. We'll see. Okay, with that said, oh, okay, what's going on here? Nothing much, just one person turn right. There's a guy over a trailer turning left. And there he goes. There's a pickup waiting to turn right onto our lane. Peace and harmony. Let's see, somebody was doing a video about SpaceX, about Starship. Are you talking about Just Read the Instructions, which is one of the drone ships? I don't know, people want to make drama about it. I mean, it's pretty obvious what they're going to do is they're going to take that ship and they're going to use it to transport a Starship and a booster from Starbase over to, how would they do that? Anyway, over to Cape Canaveral. I'm sure there's some logistics that have to be worked out somewhere, but...
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
Yeah, void the board good. Beautiful. But I don't think there's any nail sticking up out of it, so it shouldn't have been a problem. All right, anyway. Peace and harmony. 334.9. Okay, the price of regular unleaded is $334.9 at the QT on West New Hope and Cedar Park. Man, dude, I just washed the car. Switch over and get on Pecan Park.
Now turn right onto Pecan Park.
How do you figure that? Okay, he's calling this Pecan Park, but this is a driveway. I don't think you can go through there. Okay.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna park here? How bizarre. Wait, did you see that? He turned on the hazards. That was interesting. All right, 21.8 miles, 38 minutes, 206.5 watt hours per mile. FSD wise, no, he didn't do anything. Yeah, he didn't do anything other than a couple places where he followed slower moving vehicles on 1431. But once he went around them, we're fine. The interesting is coming into this parking lot. So I guess they're building some kind of store over here, and they have the road blocked off. And FSD chose to pull into a parking spot and turn on his hazards for a second and turn them off. Interesting. All right, let me get going. Dink, dink. Okay, touch the brake. Hit self-starting, start self-driving. I don't know, it's one of the workarounds I have to do actually fairly often. I don't know what to make of that. What? Yes. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Absolutely I should. Look at this guy, he can't even pull up far enough to clear the intersection. The car in front of him's waiting for a old person to walk across the street. He's too busy arguing with somebody on the phone, I guess. Where are you going to go? You're going to go right or you're going to go left? You're going to go to the right. Let's go to research. Okay.
In 500 feet,
Okay, went a
turn
different
right
way.
onto Research Boulevard.
Border, peace, and harmony. Yeah, take a chance. Maybe you can go. If you wait long enough, another car will come.
Now turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Okie dokie. Looks like a mechanic driving that school bus. Which wouldn't be a big surprise. No, our mechanic shop in the school district they worked in, or the school district where their barn was located,
620 north.
some of their mechanics would also drive school buses.
Now turn right onto Ranch Road 620 north.
And no, since all the mechanics are based in Bastrop, they didn't drive for us. Well, I think if we were really tight, they would send somebody up. But that means it's like 3 hours plus however long they're driving route that they're unavailable to do mechanic work. Yeah, it looks like we could go. Oh, sure. Okay. How about a little accelerator then? Take a chance. All right, so it's human driver accelerator just to get him out of the hole. And we're like, oh, I'm not sure I want to do that. I don't care what you want. I want you to do these. You work for me. Okay. Let's get going, shall we? He handles that curve a lot better now. I mean, it used to be he didn't like that curve so much he didn't want to move. Now he's like, oh, I just need to turn a little bit. Where are you going?
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 2222 Road.
Yeah, let's not go that way. That's stupid. Yeah, let me take a shortcut that will actually work. So he came all the way around the building to go out on 2222, turn right. And then he was going to turn left and do a U-turn down there somewhere. When all you have to do is just come out to the road here.
Now make a U-turn.
Okay, he's picked it up. .5%. That's what I was expecting to see. What are you doing? You got here before me, right? I mean, I'm turning left, so I have to yield to you. But if you're not going to go, then what do I do? Ugh. Okay, what's this person doing? They're going. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, foot on the accelerator, push them up, push FSD. Come on, go, go, go. Stop playing.
Now turn left onto Ranch Road 2220.
He's trying to decide which lane to go in. He should go in the inside lane, but both work. Hack car. It's a plaid. Number 86. Night Kid. Was he a street racer? That's interesting. So he decided that this cutoff is farm to market 2222. There's a Mustang right there, dude.
500 feet, turn left onto Farm to Market 2222.
Are you having a hard time seeing what's going on? I don't know. That's two people where FSD's kind of like, they weren't close enough to hit us, but a little too close to just pull in front of him. What's going on, dude? Yes, you're right. We're at 260. Oh my goodness. It's coming down, but man. Oh, look at all those cars way over there.
Now turn left onto North Quinlan Park Road.
I don't know if you can see them, but it's a bunch of sun reflecting off glass over there. And they just came up from the dam. Whatever, peace and harmony. Where are we at? 10.0 miles. 2.3 kilowatt hours used. 31 minutes. 232.3 watt hours per mile. Yikes. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's just a bunch of raking, but man, I feel tired. Okay, whatever.
In 500 feet, turn left onto University Club Drive. Now turn left onto University Club Drive.
Okay. You see the motorcycle guys over there, but he thinks they're okay.
North Quinlan Park Road.
Actually, they're kids, but.
Now turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road.
Hash browns is the word I'm looking for. All right, welcome back. We're almost up to QT. Maybe just a little bit early, but whatever. I'm assuming it's going to be the same price. Oh. $334.9. Price for regular unleaded over here at the QT on West New Hope in Cedar Park, $334.9. Diesel price, by the way, is $487.9. So that's come down too. It's okay, it's a Mercedes, you can go buy them. He didn't like what I said. I'll show you. Yeah, but you're paying for gas, dude. I'm paying for electricity. Well, it's a GL 550 4MATIC. What? Really? Okay, for those of you sitting in the back row who want me to do this, this is a Mercedes GL 450 4MATIC. And what people are asking is some general idea of car comparison. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome back.
Now turn left onto American Drive.
Welcome to American Drive.
Turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Well, dude, you have deer all over your yard.
Santa Rosa Avenue. In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left. Now your destination is on the left.
Okay.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue. Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, try it again. Okay, that was a human driver foot on the accelerator to get him to go into the garage. He was doing it, and then he stopped doing it. Oh, but because he stopped, it reset it. All right, whatever, peace and harmony. So total trip, 70.2 miles, 14.8 kilowatt hours, essentially 15, right? 211.3 watt hours per mile. Yes, we're using more energy today. I assume it's because of how warm it was. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. The two things I know that I should mention is it's the same kind of thing two different times. So we're going to get on to Ranch to Market 2222, and FSD was kind of, to me, he's goofing off. Okay, you might have a different interpretation of it, but to me, he's goofing off. We need to get in the left turn lane. We're in the lane going straight. We need to move over. There's a Camaro behind us. Just about the time that Camaro was about ready to accelerate and go by us is when FSD said, "Oh, maybe I should move over." Yeah, not cool. And then there was another time when we're heading towards Ranch to Market 620, and there's a Mach E behind me. FSD, for whatever reason, FSD decided he was going to make the outside of 2 lanes turning left. We really want to be in the inside because we're going to turn left real shortly. Well, because he lost track of what he was doing and he went to the outside, he had to move over and kind of cut off that Mach E. So twice he acted like he either didn't have a clue those cars were there or just didn't care. Neither one of those answers are safe. Okay? Wow, scary. Otherwise, he was pretty much on the spot most of the time. Now, there were times when he was going slow, yes. And there were other times when he acted like he was in standard mode and did standard mode speed. At least what I think of standard mode speed. That seems to come and go. All right. So where I'm leaving it as, to me, it's an A minus because almost everything else is good. But those 2 places where he cut in front of those cars, and we didn't get in accidents, they weren't quite that close, but they were closer than was comfortable. And that's why I'm mentioning it. So, okay, grade's an A minus.